off. Thank God for that. And I'm late behind my walking. Didn't realize that on my smartwatch that it actually still considers my previous things from like from the week before and all that. Still part of the usual typical Monday morning stuff. So it's actually showing that I'm supposed to be already up to 9,000 steps already this morning or this afternoon. And I'm actually going to go for a nice long walk over to Place Rosemere and all that, or near the other Tim Hortons near there, at least to get some walking done. At least I can get close to about 5,000 steps going down, and hopefully, if I'm lucky enough, another 5,000 steps coming up. Now, this being Labor Day weekend, Monday, the stores are closed. So for me, it was just purely exercise point at this point. Tim Hortons, like the one here. Where is it? There we are. Tim Hortons, they are actually open. So these guys, I'm probably going to head over there and have a cup of coffee once I get there at the halfway point for my exercise for this afternoon. And I'm going to take a look at something that that was actually recently added to Facebook Messenger, or Facebook itself, which is basically going live, like a live feed on Facebook, which I haven't tried yet. I've seen some people use it. I haven't tried it yet. I'm going to give it a go just to see if there's any onlookers onto my page. If there is, see if we can get a small thing going, just out of curiosity, because I'm going to go there for a cup of coffee, and what the heck, it's a long weekend. I'm doing my exercise. I deserve a cup of coffee. And we'll take a look once I get over there, okay? So I'll probably do a small little Insta report halfway there, and once I get over to Tim Hortons over there, and we'll take it from there, okay? So I'll be back soon. Oh yeah, the other thing too, my vlog from last week is actually getting copied over to my editor as we speak. One of my other two tech reviews is actually being encoded at this point, so I'm just waiting for that to get done, get the my vlog for last week set up, get that encoded. While I'm waiting for that one, work on the third one. Once I get that done, get that one encoded as well, and then a major upload for YouTube. And I know we're starting on a quiet day today for the following week, but I think it's well deserved for both the US and Canada. So I'll be back. Anyhow, I'm getting up to the halfway point of getting to Tim Hortons in Rosemere, and it's going okay. Well, on the border of Rosemere and Boisbriand. This section here, anybody knows what I'm talking about. This is actually the borderline between Rosemere and Boisbriand. So I'm actually heading up there. I'll more likely stop outside just to cool down a little bit, and then pick up Tim Hortons coffee and use their Wi-Fi for a few moments while having my cup of coffee and see what's actually out there, especially with the video that I've seen other people use on Facebook, and try it out just to see what happens, if anything. At any rate, let's keep going with the show. Give you a little walking tour here. Yes, it's nice over here too in this corner of the woods, just to go for a walk. I do this on not this core track here that I'm doing right now, but I do this Saturday, Sunday, most of the time, especially when I'm away from work. It gets a lot of the walking, a lot of the exercise done, because it's a big step, or a long distance actually, a little cardio, long distance, and it adds very quickly. So So I figured to do this here to keep myself in shape, which I've been doing for a year and a half, which is good. Anyhow, see you over at Timmy. Oh, wait a minute. What just happened? I think I oversprung Tim Hortons. My God, I'm actually in St. Therese. I was just under the overpass at the 640, so whichever comes first. Okay, time to head back to Tim Hortons and time to get my coffee. I think I'm overdue by a lot. I only had 1 cup this morning, so I need a second cup. Who knows, I might just go for a cafe mocha. At least that there. At least 1 cup of coffee in the afternoon. Any more than that for a holiday, forget it, I won't sleep. Mind you, with the amount of walking I do, I should sleep nicely. I wake up at 4 o'clock a.m., so let's get that done. And yes, I'll do a quick little shot there showing Renault Depot and Canadian Tire closed, so you guys can believe me that I'm doing this on the Labor Day weekends or so. And here we are, Renault Depot right behind over there. Here's just a zoom in so you guys can see. Nothing much special over there. There's our lovely Couche-Tards, or Max, or Mac in Toronto and all that. And there's our lovely Tim Hortons right behind over there, which I'm going to head into right now for my cup of coffee, which is justly deserved, and try that new feature from Facebook just to see how it is. Let's go in, take a look. Anyhow, so just coming back from my walk. I actually did quite a bit. Usually going from my place to Place Rosemère, or close to Place Rosemère, and back usually ends up being close to 8,000 steps. I think, kind of blew it out here. I don't know if you can see it well enough. It's showing close to 12,500 steps, which is almost the same pace for my typical Monday. At any rate, I actually did another round or two extra just to play it on the safe side, just so I can accumulate the steps. That's just to keep me busy and out of trouble, and I think I'm going to rest tonight. I might not do any more later on this evening. I was still waiting for my stuff to be finally encoded on one of them. I still have my regular one from last week to get done, and I'm going to try to get the O2 done tonight as for getting the raw footage. And hopefully, if I can, and I'm praying that I can do this, is to do the thing there about my weight loss. I know I've been saying that for the last two vlogs in regards to it, and I'm hoping to get that done tonight as well, just to get the raw footage and then just plant it onto my computer so I can actually get it done and work with. Sorry about the background there, that's when the cars passing by with the music on. Anyhow. So that's basically, I'm going to probably call it quits for today. If not, you might see another one tonight. Another little section that's going to be added in for tonight. So hopefully we'll be able to do something about this and get all the vlogs up and uploaded. So I hope you guys will eventually like what I'm doing here, back in the groove of things of doing vlogging. Even though I miss my Asawa. Tell you one thing, it's not fun being separated again, especially when you have fond memories of hoping to be together and all that. So what can you do? Not a hell of a lot. That's part of life, as they say. C'est la vie. So I'll see you eventually, see what happens. So till then, I'll catch you guys later. See, it's still dark outside. Anyhow, I just got in. My poor little computer's been running non-stop over the weekend, editing and coding. I have 4 out of the 5 done of the vlogs that are going to be uploaded this week. I have 1 more to go through. Once that is done, they all are going to get uploaded, so you'll have more than enough to watch. And I'm working on the 5th, which is going to be tonight, which is the SGI, so hopefully by then everything will be perfect and get uploaded all at the same time. So I'll catch you guys later. At any rate, so right now I'm going to grab something to eat. My poor workstation has been working overtime since last night. I had started the encoding of the 2-parter last night and still had it finished early this morning, so by the time I get home tonight that should be done. And what will happen is I'll get the last one done and edited into the system. Once I get that done, then it's just to encode the last 2 and then upload all 5. So until then, I'm still going to continue vlogging here and check in with everybody. And here we go. I'm actually heading to the office now. Or actually heading to the office, I should say. There we go. Sorry about that. Trying to make the camera wobbly like crazy there for you. Heading into the office. I'm going to do my morning walk as I usually do every morning. Not like I did yesterday. Holy cadoodles. I was so late in doing my walk that it's like I ended up overdoing it in the afternoon. So at least this time around won't be so bad, because yesterday was a national holiday for Canada and the States, so and I ended up picking up and evening it off in the afternoon, so that's not too bad. Tonight the SGI will be finally recorded, edited and uploaded, so I still have that there to do, and one other thing just to encode, so that won't be so bad tonight, and then upload all 5 of them. And who knows, I might just find that next system that I have and do a vlog in that. We'll take it one step at a time. Anyhow, let's head into the office first. And here we are, actually doing my morning exercise. Back to the normal way I usually do it, Monday through Friday. Ta-da-da. I tell you one thing, when we had the day off yesterday, not realizing that my smartwatch, Pebbles, the way it keeps track of things, it doesn't understand or doesn't realize that, you know, when you have national holidays, you know, to adjust the exercise levels. So it just assumed it was a typical Monday morning to do things like exercise. So I figured I was already at work. And it's like, holy cadoodles. So I was backlogged with the amount of steps that I needed to take and all that. So around after lunch, I decided to do a really long haul of catching up on my steps. And at the same time, my old smartwatch, decided to plug it back in just to see if it would work again. And sure enough, it started to charge the battery again. So that one is actually working again, which I'm probably going to give to my father so that he can actually do some exercise himself and deal with it that way. So that way I can encourage him to do some walking instead of sitting in front of the TV. And whatever. Now tonight when I get home, I'm going to be getting the SGI ready for its debut to be recorded. Finally found where I actually had it hidden at home. So pulled it out, got it cleaned up nicely. It still works. and I found some other hard drives that I'll actually run on it, which I'm going to use. So right now it has two 4 gigabyte SCSI drives in it. That's a type of drive popular way back in the day where SCSIs were used in servers and in workstations. So that was mainly used for those. And what I may do is implement on the second hard drive that it's actually able to hold and use it as that. So I'll be able to actually put in a 36.4 gig hard drive and format it if it does recognize it with the operating system itself. So take a look at it one step at a time on that. And like I was saying, if it is capable of recognizing the other 36.4 and its firmware and all that, then I'll definitely install it and install the operating system for it. I did find a place that actually still has the original CDs. They're not the original as in burnt from SGI themselves. It's like a repository that they keep online that you can actually download of older software that's no longer being supported and all that. So they're already out of date, but you can still download them and try them out. So luckily these ones are actually made for SGI because of the processor itself that's built in to the system. So once I can get those downloaded, burnt, and then I'll do the initial installation and then the updates to 6.5.2.2. I think that's the last known version for this particular system. It'll be fine. The other thing I'm going to try to do as well is, since that was actually used originally for animation and all that, like for broadcasters and a few other places, I might use that to do my introductions, the animation for my intros, alongside with my usual machine that I deal with for my vlogs. So if I can incorporate that into it, it'll be a good thing. It'll be fun to use that and be able to learn a little bit of the true Unix environment, because IRIX, which is the OS for the machine itself, is a true Unix environment, not the typical Linux environment that I've already become accustomed to since the early 1990s, or heard about Linux since the early 1990s, because I've only started using, I would say, Ubuntu since the first rollout of the ISO of that one. So it'll be a good combination of the two together. So if I can do that, I'll be halfway there. And for the environment itself, it's slightly different, of course. Everything is going to be different. It's not going to be the same, which is typically normal. So we'll have fun learning that at the same time. And you'll see what I'm talking about when I introduce the machine in my other vlog there, and some stats about it. It's a rather unique machine. Not many people know about it, for the simple fact that it was never meant as a machine for home use. It was meant for a machine to be used in an office environment, doing 3D CAD, something like what Steve Jobs did with it too. And it's going to be fun. Let's continue on with the walk. Anyhow, we are just being blasted like crazy this morning with calls coming in. I'm actually on my lunchtime, just taking a walk to clear my head and picking up some soup for my lunchtime. I swear to God. I'm also thinking, after I get the O2 done, thinking of making a special build on an old Pentium 3 computer to make an old DOS machine. I'll be probably making that within the next coming weeks. I have some leftover parts which I'll put together and make an older system just for the DOS games, like Quake, Doom 2, things like that under Windows 98. And I have some old memory that I can actually use to build that up and actually run it, see how you guys like it and why I chose certain components. It seems like the retro gaming is actually coming back alive again. Anyhow, I'll make this here short and sweet and something at the end for the day. I'll see you guys then, okay? Yay! Made it out of the work alive. Heading back home. I'm going to start working on the SGI system tonight. Get that done. And then start getting it encoded along with the other one and then send all 5 up. That's going to be something good for everybody, I hope. And I hope you like the review of the SGI and all that, along with the compact. I think you guys will find it interesting indeed. It's something of a learning about history, about older computers and where they've gone from then to now. I hope you guys will take a look at it seriously and tell me what you thought about it, okay? See you guys tomorrow. Somehow I made it through the metro without realizing it. And I can feel the caffeine in my veins. Alright, good news. I'm already halfway to work. And I have to go upstairs and have my breakfast. I swear to God. Yesterday was just panic city with calls. As for the SGI, I didn't have a chance to do any recordings yesterday for it, as I was hoping to. The reasons that hopefully today I'll be able to do it. And just finalize some stuff there on my paperwork for my exercise as well. Something I've been always doing for the last year and a bit. Something I'd like to take care of. At least once in a while. Once every couple of weeks. Whichever comes first. Anyhow, as for the SGI, I'm going to be doing hopefully the video recording today. For that, at least I got it open, popped open and all that, like I mentioned yesterday, what I was thinking of doing with it. So it's, hopefully it's going to be good. And download those ISOs that I've been talking about as well for it, so that way it's part of it. And it's still dark. Holy cow. Anyhow, what can I say? Other than that, I've got my vlog from last week, compiling the second part already. It's not even halfway through yet, so still waiting for that to happen. Well, actually, to have the encoding done already. I mean, once it gets done, then it will be 4, and then it's just this one here that I have to prepare up and get that one going. So once I can get that done and that encoded, then I can upload all 5 in one shot. Surprises me that it's dark already. Still dark. Usually by now, during the summertime, it would already be some type of light. And we're just crossing seasons now into fall, so let me just sit there and just check something out, and I'll be right back, guys, okay? Anyhow, just check what I had to check. Now I'm going to head inside, have my breakfast, do what I need to do, and then head into work and get my exercise done. And tomorrow I might not go. I might just do it by telephone. I have an appointment tomorrow, my last thing after my exercise. What I might do is just call it in and do it that way via phone. Because it would take too long for me to go from my place to the clinic and then from there to work. I just might do it the old-fashioned way by phone and get it done and over with that way, since it's the last one there for my exercise in regards to exercising properly, and send in my things that I've been doing for my exercise, and hopefully everything will turn out. I haven't stopped exercising, which is a good thing. Just a matter of getting all the paperwork done that I have to get done, just to show them that, you know, look, this is what I'm doing for my exercise. just so they can see the type of workout I've been doing, which is quite a bit of walking. Other than that, sometimes some people just don't understand the type of exercise that I'm doing, or they do get inspired. I'll admit that. And hopefully it'll be beneficial in the long run for the rest of my life. At any rate, still dark outside. Yay! Fun things looking outside when you're going into work. Simply to amuse the minds. I'm going to go to the washroom. I have to do what I have to do. Men's got to do what it is I have to do. I'll be back. And I'm back. You guys are wondering what the hell, why am I recording so much? Well, why not? Gotta keep myself out of trouble somewhere along the line. At any rate, so gotta do that paperwork as we so fondly love to do. Actually, I have to do up until yesterday or today as well for the paperwork, but that can be done when I get home, so it's not gonna be so bad. Right now, my breakfast, champions, empty thermos, coffee, I eat coffee, and there's my breakfast and lunch combined. I'm going to have my morning breakfast, and yeah, with this I'm going to turn off just for the time being to have my breakfast here. And here we are, we're off to the races. I'm actually heading to work. I'm slightly late from having breakfast. That's okay, because I always get there on time anyhow. I'm not really late for work type of thing. It's because I don't start until 8:30, so that's not so bad. Just the walk might be shorter today, so that's not so bad too. I can still pick it up tonight, but since I'm going to be doing the SGI tonight, instead of what I did yesterday, I'm not touching it. I'm just starting on the other one to get it encoded for the upload. I'll get that other part done tonight, so no walking tonight. Other than that, like I had mentioned yesterday, found an extra SCSI drive for the O2, so I might swap out the secondary hard drive and place that one in and try going with that. If it does work out and I can put the OS and use the secondary drive as a home drive for it to do editing, then I'm okay. So I'm going to try that out when I get a chance after I do the introduction and all that of the SGI and a whole bunch of other good stuff. I might have to show some documentation as well for it, so that's something that I'll do on my editing machine itself. So it's not so bad. Let's head inside. Let's head upstairs. And here we are, doing the first round of my walks this morning on a Wednesday morning. Just tiring. Just dropped my stuff up and I just realized when I logged into my computer, it's like, oh no. I had to relog back into my apps this morning to make sure everything was okay. And that's ready to go for this morning when I log in to start taking calls already, so it's not so bad. At any rate, tonight I am definitely going to be working up on two things. One, to update my thing there for my walks and exercise, and the other one, the SGI system. So I know I was delaying certain things, just you know how things happen when you get caught up in real life stuff, and that happens from time to time. Can't do much about that. It's called enjoying life, and hopefully the SGI will get done hopefully by this weekend, and that way I'll get it produced out and get you guys having a couple more videos. And of course this one that I'm preparing as well, to go along with everything else, and you guys will be happy. So let me get this first walk done and around, and I'll be back. Anyhow, I'm just finishing off my second round here. I'm heading inside to get ready for work. It's nearly that time. Once I get going, God only knows calls will never stop until the end of the day. So I'll see you guys probably around lunchtime and see what's happening there. If anything's new or not. Otherwise, I'll see you later on tonight. Yay! Lunchtime. Doing this mowing around here for my exercise for the afternoon, and heading back up to the office afterwards to get the rest of the day done and over with. It's been busy as always. Can't help that sometimes. It happens to be part and parcel of being in IT, especially in help desk. Anyhow, tonight I'm gonna work up on the last file of my exercise there to make sure it's up to date, and work up on the SGI video tonight as well. So hopefully I'll be able to get those two done at the same time. We'll take a look and see, and hopefully something will be done. We'll find out. So I'll see you guys later, or this afternoon when we go home. Till then. Yay! I made another day through. Thank God the day's done. Now, on to the updates at home. Important updates. Need to do the that I have to do at home. Yay! Hopefully I'll be able to get the SGI system done tonight. If I can, then fantastic. Transfer it over to my editing suite. Make it, produce it, and get it encoded, and then send the 5 off for the next day, which is not tonight, not till Thursday, but Friday. So that way I'll be able to get all 5 of them out and up to you guys, so you guys can actually see them, which is about time. And since this is a short week, only 4 days, still quite a bit of running around to do. And hopefully it'll be fun too. I think the next project I'll probably do is it's using an older style motherboard, something similar to like retro gaming, for lack of a better term, which I'll be using another motherboard which I do have to play older DOS and Windows games. I do have a version of Windows 98 2nd edition hanging around, which I'll be installing on that. I still do have a couple of extra hard drives which I can actually use, and try it out with that and go from there, so you guys can actually take a look and have some fun. I'll be giving the specs once I get all the parts together. I do have them at home. It's just a matter of choosing the right ones that I have available to me and putting it together in a spare chassis that I do have. And luckily I'll be able to put that together, make it as a retro game. And as well, I still have 3 other servers, 1U servers, that I'll just have to get them up and running again. Once I get them running, you guys will be able to take a look to see what I have as small servers to do the wizardry on. They're just for testing purposes only, for learning experience and all that. They're not the fastest ones, but just for being able to learn how to manage and run a Linux server or a Windows 2003 server as an example. I'll give you a good lowdown on that. So we'll take a look at that together when I have a chance. So for now, I'll catch you guys later on or tomorrow and take it from there. So see you guys tomorrow. Well, it's a Thursday morning and it's slightly raining outside. What can I say? It's one of those days. And I think I was supposed to go to an appointment this morning. Oh well, I guess that's going to have to be done over the phone. At any rate, I'm close by at work. I'm going to have my breakfast here and heading to work, get myself ready to go. I am going to do some of my exercises in the morning, this morning. Even though it's partially raining outside, so it's not going to be so bad because I'm mainly inside anyhow doing the exercises. Going between the station downstairs and to Clasped Arms right across from where I work. So it's not going to be so bad. So in the meantime, I'm going to have my breakfast here. Brought myself some cereal this time instead of a sandwich. So at least that's good to have. A little different of a change there. And do what I gotta do. We'll have some fun, hopefully in the midst. I did have a chance yesterday to do my thing there with the SGI. You know how parents are with new gadgets and all that. As soon as you get home, oh, can you do this? Oh, can you do that? And it's like, I don't want to touch a gadget right now. I just got home. My brain is fried from trying to diagnose everything under the sun. Of course, my parents don't understand that. That, you know, you just want to get home and do other things other than diagnose everything every day. And that's one thing my mother doesn't understand. She doesn't want to do it on her own. She doesn't want to learn it. She just wants to pass it on to me to do it. So what can I say? I'll be right back. Anyhow, as I say, you know, I'm not blaming my mother on this, but it's just like something, you know, like she has to learn this on her own too. I mean, changing a password is not that hard to do, but she can do it there, you know, and it's something that even I have to do from time to time in order to make certain things are secure on my side. It's just part of life, and some people just don't understand that. Anyhow, there's nothing much I can do at this point. She's going to get it fixed on her own. I'll let her do that. Meanwhile, I'm going to have my morning breakfast. And yes, it's totally dark outside. Take a look. Anyhow, I'll see you guys when I head over back to work. And here we are heading over to work. Just finished my breakfast and I'm heading back to work, or heading into work I should say. It's Thursday, another day to go through, and I'm just hoping that today will be a lot better than it was yesterday and the day before. It's just that whenever you get a holiday, it seems like everything's compressed down, where you're getting a lot more calls than expected, a lot more different scenarios to work with, and it's just sometimes just frustrating in general. You know, you like to get ahead of stuff, but you can't, and due to other situations, it's not that helpful. So you see what's going to get done when I get into work finally, and after my exercises and all that. We'll see what happens, if there's a big change or not. And hopefully, if I can tonight, if not by tomorrow, to get that SGI recorded done and get what I want to get done properly, even for the worksheet that I've been working on for my exercise and all that, which is past due, which I've been trying to get updated and do because of everything else hasn't been updated fully, which kind of lifts me off. So let me get into the office and drop my stuff and continue on from there. I'll be back. Anyhow, we're back and just Finishing up the first round of walking on my exercise for Thursday morning, and so far it's a little bit more humid than I expected outside, so means more sweating. Part of the life and lifestyle of doing exercise in this type of weather, this type of climate in North America. Anyhow, so hopefully today, by the time I get home, I'll be able to at least finish off one of the two things that I want to get done. If I can get both done, then great. Other than that, I'm going to probably meet up with Cyprian during the weekend for lunch. He wanted to treat me to a lunch there somewhere. Find out where when we go. Hopefully it'll be a good lunch for a little while. Anyhow, I'm going to try to get on to the second lap of my exercise. Going for round number 2. Anyhow, yeah. So hopefully tonight I'll get that thing done for my exercise updated, and hopefully I'll be able to work on my SGI system there. Hopefully you guys will like it. It's just a matter of timing, and yesterday was just bad timing in the evening to get what I wanted to get done. And I know my parents don't understand that, when you're dealing with IT,